is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your daily horoscope and energy reading for October 6th, which is Tuesday. And today, the moon moves into Leo. We have a cool energy today to talk about because we have a beautiful trine going on, and it's kind of got a little oomph to it. And I'm really into the moon nodes, and so I probably talk about the nodes the most of the astrologers, except for Vedic astrologers, because I know that they're really, really into nodes. But today, the south node, the top of the trine, is going to be in Aries, and at the very bottom of the trine is going to be or it's kind of like a kite energy if you consider the nodes of the moon. And at the bottom of this kite, right, is the north node in Libra. Now, anytime you get energy like this, the top part is how we're moving forward, but the bottom of the kite is it's like the air that pushes the kite up, right? And so we're trying to deal with our ego, right? We're trying to understand our ego and what we desire on a deeply heart-based level because the moon is involved in this. So we have the south node in Aries, we have the moon in Leo, we have the north node in Libra, and we have Saturn in Sagittarius. So let me get you to understand what I'm talking about. To broaden our perspectives, to open our minds, to ascend, to fully move forward and move upward. Because to me, this week is a lot. It's a strange energy. It's an energy about moving forward finally, about taking all of the energies that have been holding us back and asking us to reevaluate, reassess, and to learn. We're now moving forward with those energies. So anytime you move forward with energy, it's not like you understand how to move forward. There is a process of redeveloping, redefining, and learning how to have a new identity in this old energy, right? So the moon in Leo is going to be sextiling your sun in Libra, right, and Mercury in Libra in retrograde. This is a beautiful retrograde. I don't think this is yes, technologically, I have to say this is probably the toughest retrograde I've had, but as far as looking at my past and allowing this and understanding what this retrograde meant to be, I truly believe this was one of the most mentally forgiving of retrogrades. It was a challenge, I think what the energies were doing was really, really limiting. I mean, this was one of the hardest communication issues. I've had so many communication issues. I mean, my phone, my car, my computer, like there were so many weird things. But I think that's because there was so much energy asking you to pay attention to overcoming and moving forward from the past. And I mean really moving forward, not taking a look at our past and evaluating our past, but I'm talking truly and deeply learning from our past and knowing that there's something more out there. And I think this kite energy is, and it's exactly what, if you were to look at a kite, it looks like an old-time kite in the sky, and it's really asking us to move forward and to fly, to flourish, to become a new energy, to really, okay, so if you look at the moon and you look at the fact that it's sextiling the sun, it's asking us to balance some of our expectations, yes, on a core-based level, but it's asking us to identify with what we heartfelt want, right? And so today, funny, because I'm looking at the energy and, you know, the moon is in Leo, and guess what I drew? I drew a heart-based card, right? Now, for some people, they look at this card as challenging because, you know, there is things to consider, and it is. This is a challenging energy. This is a challenging energy for you to let go of your past, release some of your fears, to trust your heart, to move forward with your heart, and to try to obtain a new beginning. You know, getting caught in the past is futile, right? And as you're looking back at your past, there's really nothing that you can do to change it except for move forward in your outcome. So I think today is going to challenge some of your belief systems and some of your fears. I do believe so. Anytime that we have opportunity and we have forward movement, there comes a time where it's like, and I've talked about it before a zillion times, it's like we get so used to our chaos that we identify our chaos as something of familiarity. And I think that the energies are challenging us to move forward. We have tremendous opportunity before us, but I don't think we want to choose it because I don't think we know the outcome. And so it's a little difficult for us to want to move forward. I think for some of us, we want to stay stuck almost because the chaos of the familiarity is less scary, right? The pain and the past is less scary because we understand it. We've familiarized ourselves with it. We've coped with it. We've dealt with the pain. We've dealt with what's associated with it. But there's a familiarity in that. And so I think we're still looking back. I see that tremendously. And I think that's why the Sun in Libra is going to square off with Pluto and Capricorn, because we're going to be dealing with some of our fears. When Mercury is in retrograde, it's not like we can use logic to get ourselves out of this situation. Logic doesn't play in. What plays into this situation is more the moon. I think the moon is a big barometer in this. So you're really wanting to move forward and fill your heart back up and feel full and have the expectations that you used to. You want to deeply connect, right? Connect with yourself, connect with your childlike enthusiasm, connect with your old belief systems that there is hope, there is a new future, and that you do deserve it. But I think the reality of it sometimes is your ego, and this is going to lighten up over the week as we get closer to the node shifting. You're going to see a lot of this energy focus on routine, focus on direction, focus on moving us forward. And look, our belief systems have been challenged. Our relationships have been annihilated and challenged, right? Our coping methods are being asked to be revised, and we are trying to look at a new way, a new system, a new mindset. And, you know, we don't have Neptune. Neptune's in retrograde, so we don't have Neptune in the capacity that we need it to be, where it allows us to glaze over the details. No, this is it. It's allowing us to tap into Neptune energy, but to bring our unconscious conscious so that we can move forward with some of our unconscious desires. I think many of us have desires, but we rationalize them and we limit our belief systems because we base so much of it on collective opinion, right? But I think a lot of this stuff is being challenged. And as we move forward and as we start connecting with these gorgeous energies, I think you're going to start to see all of this shift and you're going to start to feel inspiration. Are you feeling fear? Yes. Are you feeling that your body is succumbing to the change in energy? Yes. So you're feeling tired. You're getting a lot of unconscious signals, right? So often when you sleep, often when you are going about your day, sometimes you'll get flashbacks of past related failures, fears. I think for many of you, what's going to be challenged in this particular energy is you just need to deal with what you have before you. Okay, what we have, look, we can't change the past and we can't predict the future. Like, obviously, at this point, we all know that we can't do that. What we can do is move forward with a new belief system and try to incorporate all of these gorgeous energies and soar and fly and grab opportunity and become our potential. And guys, this is a big I want you to try to find a way to cope with the energies this week. I know for many of you who are control freaks, this energy is going to be unsettling because there's a lot of new opportunity and there's a lot of new belief systems that are being asked for you to absorb and possibly comprehend. And I want to say that that's beautiful. But I also understand that logically you have fears and you have accumulative fears. You have fears that if that opportunity can generate change, and change is not always good. You have a lot of experience in bad change. Change is associated with bad outcomes. So now we have to change our body's barometer of change. So a lot of our chemicals right now and our hormones and our mindsets are geared to think that change it's associated with bad outcomes. And so I think for many of us, it's just a matter of balancing out our current situation and our current belief systems with our new energies and the new route that we're supposed to go. I believe wholeheartedly that there is an amazing change coming that is going to stimulate you in a good direction. And with that, you have to let go of some of the control, right? You have to let Saturn go in and expand and broaden your perspectives. And you have to let Mercury release you from the past. And you have to let this balancing energy really, you need to seek solace during this time. And you need to be tender and forgiving to yourself. So, if you're extra tired, sleep more. If you are very tender-hearted and you're being challenged, then I think you need to be a little bit selfish right now and understand that there's a lot being asked of you and that you need to be really kind to yourself and your emotional well-being. And, anytime you start doing this, Jupiter is going to go in because Jupiter is in Virgo and it's going to expand these good coping methods, right? Jupiter can expand really bad coping methods. So, for some of you, you could quincunx out, have all these squares and all these oppositions because you're not willing to work with energy and let it guide you. That will happen for some of you. I'm not going to lie. Some of you are going to experience a reality check in your poor coping methods, especially when it has to do with heart-based. So something heart-based could give you a reality check if you're not allowing energy to push you in the right direction and soar and ascend and allow you to get really caught up in the new energy sources that are coming out there. Thank you guys so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow.